Hey guys. So recently I uploaded a video containing my top 3 favourite goggles. And at the very start, I made an omission saying one goggle I didn't include in testing was the MP XCEED goggle. One of the reasons I said this was because I know it is proven to be extremely popular. I've seen some of the kids I coach rocking up with a pair of these and really enjoying them. And actually looking at the comment section of that video, I've got a lot of requests to check out these goggles. So I thought I'd do it sooner rather than later. So first of all, they come in a range of colours. They also have a mirrored version and a more expensive titanium mirrored version. The standard version I have here is as cheap as 21 British pounds. To go mirrored, you're looking at about 28. And then to go for the titanium mirroring, you're looking between 35 and 40. So a little pricier. At the price of £21, it actually makes them a little bit cheaper than their main competitors, such as the Cobra Ultra, which is a bit closer to 30, and then any of Speedo's range, which is actually very, very pricey now, with these being priced at 85 US dollars. I've not found a British price yet. That's the new Pure Focus. Their Speed Target 2.0s being just over 30, and you're looking at about 45 for their Fastskin Elite at the moment. You do have a slight advantage, but they are by no means as cheap as something like a Swedish goggle. Now, as you may know, MP is actually owned by Aquasphere, and Aquasphere make both scuba diving and snorkeling accessories under their Aqualung branding, and it also makes great open water products. My dad actually always wore for training the Aquasphere Kayeen goggle because it had great peripheral vision and was very, very comfortable, but obviously was way too bulky for any sort of swimming racing. What they seem to have done with this XCEED goggle is sort of combine a lot of the features of their open water goggles, such as peripheral vision and comfort, and put it into a slightly sleeker package suitable for racing in a pool. The outcome is a great success of exactly that. These are super duper comfy. Their silicone gasket is really quite nice. It fits around your face lovely and still manages to keep a fairly low profile. I find them to be quite a short goggle, but with a very wide lens. And that means you can actually, when swimming, see right across the pool, towards the wall, towards the other lanes, if you're someone who likes to keep an idea of what your competitors are doing. Personally, I've never put a huge focus on the peripheral vision of a goggle, but I know in the comment section and in DMs, a lot of people have asked me how the new Speedo goggles do in terms of peripheral vision. So I think for that reason alone, people do really care about this. And if that is the case, then the Michael Phelps XCEED model is going to be great for your needs. I've already mentioned they're super comfortable, but the gasket really does do a great suction around your eyes, so they've never leaked once for me, which is always going to be ideal, having that confidence going into a race. Unfortunately, they don't have any sort of stability bars, which is sort of the in thing at the moment with the new Speedo Pure Focus going for a stability bar, and obviously the super popular Cobra Ultra having that stability bar. The strap is quite thick and it fits very flat around your head, like almost like a Beats by Dr. Dre headphone cable. So I found that comfy and it's easy to use. And unlike the new Speedo models, it has a very simple fastening tool to adjust the size. I hate the new Speedo mechanism with the numbers and that weird fit, that weird sort of, who knows what that's about. I have spoke previously about how I feel goggles impact swimming speed and performance, and that the biggest thing would be comfort, feeling confident in a goggles, and generally having a lower profile presence on your face. Beyond that, I wouldn't go as far as saying between any of the top goggles I feel like any one of them is faster or better than the others. And I think generally all of these sort of goggles that we talk about are going to be great in terms of performance. I generally find the Cobra Ultra to be the lowest profile of all goggles on the current market. And as you can see, it's not as wide and it's not as thick as the MP in comparison. The biggest difference in terms of presence would be that there is less height to the MP and more width. What we don't have on the MP is this sort of cover to the gasket on the Cobra Ultra, which generally makes it have a smoother and sleeker front face. That being said, this is generally pretty smooth all round anyway. Compared to the new Speedo Pure Focus, I'd say in terms of thickness they are very similar, but there's a lot more presence going on in terms of the Speedo, and I think for smaller kids the Speedo might just seem a little bit bulky. I also preferred the vision from the MPs, but the comfort was probably in the favour of the Speedo. which was immensely comfortable. Like the Cobra Ultra, the Speedo has this same overhang over the gasket to get that extra smooth front-facing profile. Overall, I think the XCEED are great goggles. I think their price is smart, being cheaper than their bigger rivals, but a little bit more than the smaller brands out there. It's clear that there's great heritage in goggles with the Aquasphere branding, and Michael Phelps's touch has really aided the performance of these. Had I tried these before my top 3 video, I'm sure they would have got an honourable mention at the very least, if not replaced the Swedish at the number 3 spot. I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, as always, please do leave a like, subscribe and share it amongst your friends. Check me out on Instagram at the swimsuitguy95.